Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from July 7th through the 9th, 2023. This is for Aries. Aries, should this video cut off due to time constraints on certain platforms, just know we always upload the extended to YouTube, and we typically upload there first, so if you like, share, and subscribe, you'll be notified of when we do. And the link for that's on our page, and this is our last shuffle. I want to make sure that you guys are aware of the fake, like dozen or so pages, pretending to be me on TikTok especially, messaging so aggressively. I just want to make sure you know that I would never message you or solicit you for readings. You would have to click the link on my page provided, right, to book a reading, but they'll tell you that the link it doesn't work. I went under my personal page and went and looked, and they immediately were accosting me and whatnot, and really just going on. I'm like, don't you have to click the link? They're just like, no, it's broken. I'm like, oh, you guys are so crafty. How about that? Don't fall for it, please. Right? Don't get got. That's foolishness there. So we have courage over the entire reading, which means that you're being really brave, or they're asking you to be very brave. And a lot of it is that you need to hide. This is interesting. If you want to hold on to something, you have to hide that you're an apprentice at it, right? You have to be brave and just go. There's a need, right? You may not want anyone to know that you just started, right? That's something that they're showing. And the conflict is still being in control no matter what. But I want to say that humility is everything. No one knows everything, and I think that's an energy you need to, or a message for you, is that no one knows everything. You could be have been a doctor for 40 years, and you'll still run across a case that baffles you, that stumps you, okay? And you need to be humble enough to say, I've never experienced this in all my 40 years or 50 years, kind of thing. Now we have hidden motivations, Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Star, and Page of Swords. They want you, in a sense, to keep an even, cool, calm, collected demeanor. Like what you're presenting to everyone else is who is okay. Wow, interesting kind of thing. But underneath it, you are observing. They want you to be a very observant and pay attention to all the details of whatever it is, right? Because the conflict is working on the Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. Basically, your conflict is working with the situation, right? And still being in control. Now, that's the conflict, right? And I think that a lot of it is that, hey, you can't know everything. So you can't say, well, I'm not in control if I'm not aware of this. And they're saying that there's some things that will confound you. The milestone is the Moon and Temperance. The milestone is that finally you've probably come across something that you've never seen before, or that you don't understand, or that doesn't go together, right? Something is amiss, right? So like, say there is say you are a doctor, right? With the Star, you could very well be in the medical profession. Perhaps there's a case or some sort of illness or some kind of infection or something you've never seen before, or a situation, whatever it is. It could be paperwork. You've never seen this on paperwork. They're saying that you finally reached a point where it's like, really this? And they're saying here that you got to be a very observant and read the fine print, pay attention to all details, right? That you still, doesn't mean that you're not a leader or a boss or a master of something to run across something you've never seen before or don't know what to do. That's something there. They're saying that finally Aries is stumped. And I'm not saying this facetiously like, oh, you know it all. That's not it. I'm just saying that a lot of times it's difficult to approach something new or something that is, eludes us, that goes over our head without being like, oh, I can't, I'm sweating because I'm the boss and I should know this, or I'm the smartest at this, or I'm the most educated about this and I don't know it. That's okay. They're just like, hey, just the main thing, they're giving you this energy of you need to just pay attention to details. You'll figure this out. Whatever it is, it's bothering you, or you can't figure, on face value, it's not quite apparent or readily, that's what it is kind of thing. They're saying pay attention to details. Family, friends, and guides, you have Knight of Cups and Two of Wands. And your family, friends, and guides energy is this. You need to be inquisitive and have a bedside manner, a very, they're saying being decisive, like these are my options, or these are the options, okay? And telling them from a place of like, this is like a dad telling you, or a mom or something, or a sibling telling you, or your very best friend. so once again, if we revisit that example of you're a doctor and you're experiencing something that you've never seen before, then you would explain to them the options that you have readily available, the course of action you would choose, taking. Give them the options in a kind way, instead of going, hey, it looks like we had to cut off your leg. It's like, well, here are the options. You could XYZ, or we could do this. Based on what I'm observing, I'm just going to make sure I see whether or not, how things are responding to this particular method, blah, 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 blah. It's like there's a way to do things in a nice way, like a way to do it where it cushions the blow. Not that there's a blow here, but it's almost like you're going to have to explain options, but you're going to have to come from a place of familiarity for these people or for people in general. And yeah, they're breaking this down, and I'm using this doctor or medical profession example only because the stars here in Page of Swords and such, right? And so that kind of gives off this scientific energy, but it doesn't have to be. It could be breaking down something, whatever it is. If you're trying to hold on to something, the best way to do it is to be very curious. Don't allow yourself to be stumped or feel like I have to work on this and everything. They're like, you're still a boss, even if it's something that you've never seen before. But they want you to be open to all the possibilities, everything. Pay attention to as much detail as possible. Have the come at things be brave about it. Like, well, don't shy away from the challenge is what they want you to see here as well. All right, so you could be dealing with another Aries. We have Aquarius, Sagittarius. We have every other sign here except for Leo and, except for Leo. We have every sign here except for Leo. So they are calling attention to you being very humble about a situation. So you could be dealing with every other sign except for that. If not, these signs are in your chart. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading, click the links on my page. They're on my page there, okay? So, and don't let them tell you that it's broken or it doesn't work anymore, kind of thing. All right. Peace, love, and light. Take care.